Welcome to our presentation. Our names are
Dylan Brown and
Ezra Granite.
Today we are going to be talking about a disease called malaria and one important way that us students can help stop it. So we suggest you to join our family so you can help others while having fun yourself.
And if you're wondering why family is spelled with an E, it's because it stands for something. Fighting against malaria, improving lives everywhere.
Malaria is an intermittent and remnant fever caused by a protozoan parasite that invades red blood cells. The parasite gets into a red blood cell and then basically reproduces that there are so many parasites that the red blood cell bursts. Then they go on to another cell. This parasite is transmitted by mosquitoes in many tropical and subtropical regions throughout the world. To make this more simple, if you do not get it, a parasite gets into a red blood cells and then makes more of itself until there are so many red blood cells, so many parasites that the red blood cell bursts. Then it moves on to another cell.
Malaria occurs in many places: Africa, Brazil, Peru, Colombia, China, India, Madagascar, and Egypt, and a couple other places, not including the USA. Why is there no malaria in the United States? There's no malaria in the United States because in 1946, about 75 years ago, the way we cured our country from malaria was by spraying insecticides on nearly 5 million different houses. And in 1950, we were considered malaria-free.
Malaria is bad because when you are bitten by a mosquito, a malaria-carrying mosquito, and you become sick, there are many harsh symptoms. To cure these harsh symptoms, you will have to take a rigorous course of medicines called the ACT. The medicines for malaria can be fatal in some cases, and if they're not fatal, they're going to be very uncomfortable to deal with. Usually when you have malaria, you will be usually sick for about a month, but sadly, it kills people too.
So, why do we care about malaria? We care about this harsh disease because this disease kills about 445,000 people a year. That's about the size of Atlanta. 300 to 600 million people suffer from this disease each year. 90% of these deaths occur in Africa, but the biggest scare about this harsh disease is that every 2 minutes a child dies of malaria.
Well, is there a solution? An ITN, or insecticide treated net, is a net that is draped around a bed or beds to prevent malaria-carrying mosquitoes from getting inside. The mosquitoes that carry the parasite are active only at nighttime, so staying safe during this time is key in survival. An ITN consists of two parts: the net and the insecticides or the poison that is on it to prevent mosquitoes from landing on it. The net is made with no holes so that even the smallest of bugs cannot get through. The insecticides, or pyrethroid chemicals, which are the only insecticides allowed on the net, are not going to hurt any humans or mammals, although a very small dose is fatal to insects. When you combine the great net and the strong insecticides, the person inside will be safe while they sleep. This great solution has been shown to reduce the deaths of children under 5 by about 20%, which is a very great success.
There's one sentence that boils down all of why ITNs help. It is, the more nets, the less malaria that can be spread to others by infected mosquitoes.
Here is a sketch of an ITN. The tight lines across represent how tight the netting is, allowing nothing to get through. The green lines represent the insecticides that allow nothing to land on it. Here's a mosquito compared to the size of the net. As you can see, this mosquito will not be landing on it.
Here are some different types of ITNs. So as you can see, whoever you are, there's going to be an ITN for you.
Nothing But Nets is an organization that fights against malaria. One of its members is Stephen Curry, a famous basketball player that plays for the Warriors. Last year, through the leadership of the 5th grade and with the support of Heights Cares, our school raised money to donate to Nothing But Nets. We did this by having collection jars in each classroom, and we did other events that you will learn about in later slides.
The cost of an ITN is very little. As you can see, it costs $10. So $10 can save a life. $10 equals 1 ITN.
Last year, our school, Delmar Heights, raised about $2,000 or 200 nets to donate to Nothing But Nets. These nets went to a village in Nigeria. The next slides will show how we raised the money to donate.
We raised the money in many ways. Our primary way of raising money was collection jars in each classroom. Kids donated their loose change and bills to fill up the jars. These jars yielded us $1,088.94. Along with using jars in classrooms, we collected money from cars while parents dropped off their children for school. We had a big countdown to summer. We also had a basketball shootout next to the bake sale. Also, we had classmates raise money from lemonade stands to garage sales on weekends and after school. These other events raised us about $850.
Our goal this year will be to add 2 new schools to our cause. These schools will be Delmar Hills Academy and Carmel Del Mar. With these schools' help, we should be able to triple our goal.
We also have another goal. This goal is for each student to raise enough money to purchase 2 nets. This is going to be a very difficult goal to achieve, but with your help, we can do it.
With your help, we will be able to save lives in Africa. We know we are lucky to live here, so let's help others that are not as fortunate as us.
On behalf of all the children in Africa, we say, thank you.